Today, we are going to dive into a powerful concept that can completely transform how you attract women, particularly if you are in your 30 seconds or 40 seconds. The reality is, the natural magnetism of a mature man has nothing to do with a massive bank account, flawless looks, or those cheesy pickup lines you see all over the internet. The real secret comes down to two short phrases that plug directly into the female subconscious, building deep emotional connection points that most guys don't even know exist. Make sure to stick around until the end, because I am going to reveal exactly what those phrases are and break down the science behind why they work. Plus, I will share a subtle detail that separates the men who get forgotten from the ones women just can't stop thinking about. The first eye-opening phrase is simply, "I want it." It sounds almost too basic, right? But let's look at what actually happens in a woman's mind when a man says this with absolute clarity and confidence. The very first thing she realizes is that you take full responsibility for your desires. You are not asking for permission, and you are not testing the waters to see if she approves. You are just being completely direct. Here is the next part of female psychology. Women are instinctively drawn to men who know exactly what they want. In terms of evolutionary psychology, having clear intentions serves as a biological sign of leadership and the capability to protect. You know what almost nobody catches on to? When you say things like, "I don't know, maybe we could hang out later if you want," you are actually broadcasting insecurity and a fear of getting rejected. You are throwing the entire weight of making a decision right onto her shoulders. Now, contrast that with a line like, "I want to take you out to dinner this Saturday. I know an incredible spot." Can you feel the difference there? In that second scenario, you are not begging for her attention. You are leading the way into an experience. You are not being aggressive, you are being assertive. By confidently stating what you want, you trigger sexual polarity. You position yourself as the masculine force taking initiative, which naturally sparks her feminine side that wants to be guided by someone reliable. If this is already clicking for you, go ahead and hit that like button right now. It really helps the channel keep delivering this kind of exclusive, real-world psychology content. The second powerful phrase is, "I appreciate you," or "I value that." Now, pay close attention here because this is where the real magic happens. And it is exactly where so many guys completely miss the mark. If you only focus on what you want, you might end up coming across as self-centered or way too dominant. But when you pair your drive with genuine appreciation or validation, you strike the perfect balance. You show that you take initiative while simultaneously revealing a rare kind of emotional depth. Picture this scenario. Instead of just telling her, "I want to see you again," you say, "I want to see you again because I really value the way your mind works." Do you see what just happened? You are not just expressing a physical or surface level attraction. You are showing her that you recognize her as a unique individual. Most guys make the mistake of only complimenting a woman's looks. But when you use phrases like "I appreciate you" or "I value" directed at who she really is, you become unforgettable. Her subconscious registers that you are a man secure enough in himself to recognize someone else's worth without feeling lesser because of it. This builds what we call positive emotional anchoring. She begins to link your presence with the feeling of being truly seen and understood on a deep level. And if you want to stop just winging it, avoid getting ghosted, and know exactly what to say in every single situation, check out my guide, Seduction and Power Messages. In it, I give you over 150 ready-to-use texts, great openers for dating apps, flirting questions, frame control techniques, and a step-by-step roadmap to move the conversation from the chat to an actual date without looking desperate. It is a practical shortcut for anyone who wants to master sharp communication and stop wasting time on conversations that lead absolutely nowhere. Now, here is that subtle detail I mentioned at the very beginning: congruence. It does no good to use these phrases if your body language is telling a completely different story. If you say, "I want," but look away, slouch your shoulders, or speak with a shaky voice, the female brain, which acts as a highly calibrated emotional lie detector, is going to catch on to that inconsistency instantly. For these phrases to actually work, you need real presence. When you say, "I want," maintain steady eye contact. When you say, I appreciate you, slow down your speech and let your sincerity naturally shine through. Your overall energy must be the foundation of your words. Another fundamental factor here is timing. You cannot just repeat these lines like a robot in every single sentence because that would sound completely artificial and manipulative. The secret of truly influential men is using these tools at strategic moments, particularly when they want to set a clear intention or seal a deep moment of connection. For example, at the end of a great date, looking into her eyes and saying, I want to do this again. I really value the energy you bring is more than enough to build an emotional memory that will echo in her mind for days. If you want to keep learning more about female psychology, attraction dynamics, and high-level masculine communication, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you do not miss our upcoming videos. The big takeaway here is that women are not looking for perfect men. They are looking for real, present men who have the courage to be completely honest about what they feel and what they want. Mature men who master these two short phrases show they have the emotional maturity to lead and the sensitivity to appreciate. That is exactly what defines a high-value man. Now you hold an advantage that the vast majority of guys completely ignore. Use this knowledge with integrity and watch how the quality of your interactions changes drastically. Stay authentic. Stay in control.